Hi there, it's Nicole Cunningham here. I wanted to record a short video this morning to just speak to the parents out there that perhaps may have an atypical child. For the last 15 years, I have been working with families with children with difficulties. And I'm going to use that word difficulties instead of special needs, spectrum, autism, diagnosis, labels, because it's my understanding and my passion to work with kids about what they can do instead of what they can't do. And sometimes these labels and these boxes can facilitate change, and they can be the breakthrough because it can lead to funding and assistance and all of a sudden, getting greater solutions for these kids. But equally, it can be as damaging because it locks these children and all of their potential, and most importantly, all of our society and even parental expectations about them, that they're only ever going to be as successful or as functional or as progressive as these labels. And I wanted to speak to the parents out there that do have an atypical child. The kids that are quirky, the kids that do struggle at school, the kids that struggle to sit still, to concentrate, to eat the usual foods, the kids that struggle in social situations, the kids that are not as coordinated. All of those difficulties are just difficulties, they are not limitations. And as parents, if we can continue to focus on what it is and celebrate what it is that these kids can do and be okay with having an atypical kid, we then give birth to this idea and this opportunity for them to flourish even more. It's interesting in my work that I often, as the complexity is, families are full of so many dynamics, but I work so closely with parents around this acceptance, around perhaps a diagnosis or a label, or even the harmful and painful comments that come from family, teachers, friends, the community about your atypical kid. And I just wanted to speak a few words of encouragement this morning and say, stand up for your child, stand up for all they are, stand up for all they're going to be. Stand up for the love that you have for them, the love that they're going to shine into the world, and know that their atypical or their difficulties are not only shaping them, but they're also shaping your whole family unit. They're making you better. They're making you understand deeper things about the world, understand deeper levels of connection, compassion, love. And as we become more okay as parents with our atypical child, and we push away all those comments and we dismiss all of the judgment and the looks and the criticism and all of that stuff that we get here on the outside, the more comfortable we become with that, because we just focus on what our kids can do and we celebrate what they are instead of what they're not. We then pave a really smooth road of transition and growth and progression for these kids. Because just like when, as mothers, we were holding them in our womb and we held all that they were going to be, we were in charge of all of what they were eating and all that nutrition and all of that safety that was in there. It's the same when they're on the outside. There's still this invisible umbilicus almost of connection, where if we can hold hope and we can hold and celebrate everything that they are, then they go on to then live into that potential. So if you are a parent who has an atypical kid, I just want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate your child. And I just want to speak words of life and encouragement and say that your child is amazing. And your child is going to make a difference. And your child is here for a purpose. And that as you work through your own different levels of grief and pain and being okay with other people's judgments, that you will then step into a whole new level of being able to hold the space and facilitate all of the growth and all of the roadmap and the ways of navigating and breaking through all of these difficulties that are ahead for your child. So hopefully that resonates. Hopefully that is something that is powerful for you. And I would love to hear what you think about it. And if you have gone through that process of giving yourself a permission almost, or an acceptance about what things are, going through the grief and then just looking at your child and say, you are everything that you are instead of everything you're not. Have a great day. Bye.